Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Shift that way a little bit. Everybody's sitting kind of that way, so I'm gonna see. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Finding a comfortable seated position. It's not always comfortable sitting on the floor. So if you want to sit up on your blanket or a block or something like that. And let's take a moment to check in with the body. If you want, closing your eyes. Taking a moment to notice where you're holding on to tension in the body. And let's take a moment to breathe into that tension. And then, as comfortable, paying attention to the breath. Just noticing how it feels today. And when you're ready, if you've closed your eyes, you can open them again, and let's come into our alternate nostril breath. So if you haven't done that in a while, we're going to use the thumb on the right nostril and the ring finger on the left nostril. You can rest the index and middle finger on the forehead or tuck it in under the palm. And we'll start with an exhale out both nostrils. And then hold that right thumb, thumb to the right nostril. We're going to inhale through the left nostril. Switch fingers, close off the left side, exhale out the right side. Inhale through the right. Close off the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Let's do one more round. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Release your hand down to your lap. Back to your regular breath. And then when you're ready, let's start moving around a bit here. Okay, so let's start with the wrists today. We're going to extend both arms straight out. Tuck the thumbs, wrap the fingers, making circles around with the wrists. Into the elbows and the shoulders. One direction, the other, maybe same direction, opposite, whatever feels good. Excellent, and release that. Then let's bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, and make figure eights. Excellent. And let's pull the fingers apart, switch which fingers on top, and do a couple more. Excellent. Release that and shake them out. And then let's extend that right arm and gently bring the fingers back towards the shoulder. And thumb down towards the floor. Other side, fingers back towards the shoulder. And thumb down towards the floor. Shake that out. All right, let's go all the way down to the ankles. And we'll go back up to the head. All right, so let's start by extending the heels away from the torso. This nice attempt at 90 degrees. Maybe you're not quite there. If you have tight hamstrings, this is probably uncomfortable. And then we're going to point and flex. Pointing is our inhale breath. Exhale to flex. You can also point and then bend the toes back. That might hopefully not get in there too deep, but it might feel good. Excellent. And then circles around with the ankles. Do one at a time. One direction, both directions. Some movement, some fluid flowing. Excellent. And then let's open the toes up and then close. And then let's finish with our windshield wipers. All right. So next, let's move back up to the neck. So you can keep your legs out if that's comfortable, or sit cross-legged, maybe switch which one was in front if you remember. And then let's move up to the neck. So sitting up nice and tall again. You're going to inhale. On the exhale, chin comes down to the chest. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bring it all the way back down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, all the way back down. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale back to center, and then let's go lateral, side to side. So we'll take another inhale here. On the exhale, ear to shoulder. First side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Back to the first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Let's go one more time each side. Exhale to the left or first side. And then if you want to bring that arm out and over, resting it on the right side of the head, making space between that ear and shoulder. Excellent. Release that arm. Inhale, head comes up. Exhale, second side. That arm comes out and over, resting on the left side of the head. Making space between the ear and shoulder. And then when you're ready, Release that arm up. It comes up. Excellent. All right, let's go for the twist with the neck. So we're going to look straight ahead. Take an inhale, and then on the exhale, looking towards that first side. Shoulders stay where they are, just the head is moving. All right, so let's start at the center. Inhale here. Exhale, looking across the horizon towards that first side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Exhale, first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, back to center. One more time each side. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, last time, second side. Inhale, back to center. All right, let's move down to the shoulders. So we're going to inhale, bring the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, down and back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back. And then we're going to switch directions. We're going to inhale back and up. Exhale, down and forward. And then a couple more on your own, either direction or straight up and down. If you like that one. And while we're here in this, where the shoulders are, let's pay attention to some alignment here. So usually I talk about the back part, the same movements or the same alignment we can get thinking about stuff on the front. So collarbones, we're going to come up and sternum is going to go down. So we're looking at opening the rib cage. So since we just moved the shoulders, maybe that's a little bit fresher. These go up, sternum goes down. So you can sit like this and then bring it up and down. Okay. All right, let's move into our 6 directions of the spine. So we'll start with moving the legs around a little bit first. So if your legs are crossed, you can switch which one's in front or bring both legs out. Or if you get tired of sitting on the floor, you can kind of sit in a chair too. So let's start with our cat and cow. Hands in front of the knees if the legs are crossed, under the thighs if the legs are out. And we'll start with our exhale. Tuck the chin, round the spine, towards the back wall. On the inhale, and this is where we're going to look at the collarbones, lifting them up. Looking up, that's our cow. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Let's come back to that neutral spine. And if you have blocks and you want to use your blocks for this next one, you can do that. You don't have to. I have short arms, so I kind of like to use them occasionally. And if you don't have blocks, you can use, or if you have one block, you can take a towel or a blanket and have it so it's even. But again, you don't have to use any of the above. I'm just going to do it as a option. So we're going to do our laterals. We'll start with this left hand on the floor. We're going to inhale this right arm up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, second side. Exhale, back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. All right, so now we're gonna go 2 breaths. We're gonna inhale, that first arm up, exhale, bring it over towards the side. Pushing into the floor or your block, inhale, come up, exhale, release. Second side, inhale, exhale, over, inhale, up, exhale, release. Nice. One more time like that, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Second side, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, we're gonna do one more round, 1 full breath all the way over and back. There we go. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and one last time, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Excellent. All right. Move those out of the way if you were using those. And then let's come into cat and cow, and then we'll do our twist. So we're going to exhale cat. Inhale cat. Exhale cat. Inhale cat. And then back to our neutral. All right, let's do our twist here. So finding that nice tall posture again. That's our inhale. On the exhale, we're going to go to the first side. Eyes come around. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. First side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Let's go one more time each side. Exhale, first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale back to center, and let's go cat and cow a couple more times. Come back to symmetrical. Exhale, cat. Inhale, rounding up, looking up. Cow. Again, finding those collarbones. Exhale back. Inhale. And exhale. After you finish your last one, let's come back to that neutral spine. And I'm going to bring legs out, shake them out, and then come up to hands and knees. So let's do a quick 3 cat and cow here, noticing how it feels different seated versus hands and knees. So we'll exhale cat, inhale cow, noticing where the collarbones are and where they're moving. Exhale cat, inhale cow. And one more. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cat. All right. So our next one, we're going to come into our lateral. So let's do that. I'll start with Left hand on the floor and move this right hand over towards it, next to it, in front of it, past it, wherever that works for you today. Then we're going to turn and look at that left foot. You can always adjust where things are if they're not where it's comfortable. So let's breathe into that right side body. And we're going to start just at the rib cage, right? That lower rib cage. Inhale and exhale. Second breath from that right shoulder. Inhale down to the right hip. Exhale, right hip to right shoulder. Third breath, right fingertips. Inhale. All the way down that whole right side body to those right toes. Exhale, right toes all the way up and out to right fingertips. Walking that right hand back. Left hand comes over, next to, in front of, past, wherever that works. We're going to turn and look at that right foot. 3 breaths on this side. Inhale right into that left lower rib cage. Exhale. Inhale, left shoulder to left hip. Exhale, left hip to left shoulder. Last one, inhale, left fingertips. All the way down that left side body to the left toes. Exhale, left toes all the way up and out, those left fingertips. All right, and then let's walk that left hand back. And let's come into an open twist today for our twist. We'll do it open. So we're going to come into our gate pose. So let's start with right foot out to the side. Left hand stays where it is. We're going to inhale and lift this right arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe notice where the collarbones are, a different spot. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Tuck that right knee under and send that left foot out. On your next inhale, let's bring this left arm up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, bring that left hand down. We'll tuck that left knee under. And then we're going to come up to a tall gate pose. So if you have a block or your chair and you want to use that to switch sides, you can do that. So we're going to start with our left leg out this time. So bring that left leg out to the side. And your hand can stay on that hip or come down that leg. On an inhale, let's bring this right arm up. Exhale over. We can do this a couple times. Inhale, come up. Exhale over. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale, release. Using the block to switch legs. Or you can bring your hands to your hips. That would work too. And then let's do this side. Right hand on that right hip or down the leg. Inhale, that left arm up. Exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale over. Inhale up. And one more. Exhale over. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, release. All right. From here, let's come down to hands and knees. And if you have blocks and you want to use them, we're going to come into a lunge. If it's uncomfortable on the floor to do your lunge, I'm going to show you in a chair. So you can be down on the floor like this for the lunge and just come in like this. Or if you want to stay up off the floor, you can come into your lunge like this. If it's too much, yeah. Just make sure your chair's on a mat so it's not going to slide. All right. So if you don't have blocks and you don't want to use them, that's fine. You can come into your lunge like that. It's nice to have the blocks to get a little bit more space. So any of those three options. All right, so let's start with this right foot forward. Bring it out to the side and then walk it in towards the center. And then let's bring the hips down towards the floor to start. Get some opening in those hip flexors. And then come back up. Bring your hands up to your knee. And you can always hold on to the block or the chair. And then if you want, you can bring one hand up or both hands up. And then come back down. And then down to the floor or your blocks. Bring that right knee back. And go to the other side. So bring that left foot up. You can bring it out and around. And we'll start by bringing the hips down towards the floor. Opening up that front hip flexor. Nice. And then back to center. You can stay here or bring your hands up to that knee. And then hands up, one or both. Excellent. And then back down. All the way down. Back to the knees. And then we're going to come into our tabletop. If you want to stay up on your chair, we're going to come into a downward facing dog in a moment. So let's do curl the toes. And then inhale, lift the hips up. I like to bring my feet a little wider at the bottom of the mat for a little bit more space. You can bring them in closer or further. And then if you want, you can walk your dog. Bend one knee, extend the opposite heel towards the floor. And then when you're ready, we're going to straighten the legs as much as comfortable. You can always keep a bend in them. Push in with the hands, extend the hips towards that back wall. Feel the length in the torso. And when you're ready, you can look up at the hands and walk the feet up. Look at the feet and walk the hands back. And come into your forward fold. So the head can be heavy. Shake it yes and no. And then when you're ready, bend the knees. Arms out to the side. Push in with the feet. Coming all the way up. Palms together. Exhale. Hands down. All right. So let's come into our mountain pose and then we'll do a little balance. So you can start with toes touching, heels a couple inches apart. Feet hip width distance or wider, however that feels. And then let's look at a couple of spots on the body. So the hip points come in towards each other, kind of like if you were tying shoes, pulling the laces in towards each other. And then your hyoid bone, that little horseshoe, comes back towards the back of the neck and then up towards the crown of the head. And then since we were talking about the collarbone, let's look at the collarbone coming up, sternum going down. So we've got this motion. And let's take a couple breaths here. Palms can face forward or towards each other, depending on that turn, that shoulder rotation, whatever's comfortable. Excellent. And then when you're ready, let's do some balance poses today. All right, so if you have a chair and you want to use your chair, you're welcome to do that. If you don't, that's fine too. Just put that over there for Okay, let's start with our tree pose today. So I'm gonna start with my left foot. Doesn't matter, just do both sides evenly. Finding that foot rooted into the earth. Then we're gonna bring this right heel above that left ankle. So that's option A. B is that foot comes up onto the calf. Third option is up above the knee. So we just don't want to be on the knee. And then you can have one hand on the chair, other hand at your heart, both hands up, however that looks today. A little wobbly, extend, which apparently I am today. And we want to make sure we're breathing. If we're holding our breath, we're not in our parasympathetic nervous system. And then when you're ready, nice, very gracefully. Excellent. All right, check that out if you need to. And then let's come to the other side. Right foot into the mat, left heel above that right ankle. And I have a tendency to kind of pop out into my hip, so I want to make sure that's nice and straight, nice and strong, engaging those muscles. Hands can be at your heart, one on the chair. Grow your branches. Foot can come up. Hands can come up. Move. Extend. Breathe, most important, breathe. And then whenever you're ready, coming out, nice, fingers. Excellent, check it out. All right, our next one is, let's do our eagle pose, or our version of it anyway. 3 options with the feet, 3 options with the arms. So I'll show you the arms first. So crossing and touching the shoulders, that's option A. Option B is elephant trunk. And then option C is wrapping the arms around. Okay, so we got those 3. The feet options are, so you bend one leg, cross the other one over, foot on the floor. That's option A. Option B is bend that leg, cross it over, foot on the block. And then option C is wrapping that foot all the way around. Okay, 3 options, whichever one works for you. I'm gonna do the block for the feet and cross my arms. So if you have shoulder issues, definitely that's the way to go for that one. All right, so we'll start with this beautiful wide eagle arm. And then if you're doing the cross, we're gonna go right arm under left, bend the knees, and then that right leg goes over the left. And let's take 3 breaths here. So we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale down. And one more. Inhale. Exhale down. Unwrap the arms and uncross the legs. Nice. All right, other side. So if you used a block, switch which side it's on. So it should be on the outside of the right leg. Arms open and that big eagle wingspan. And this time the left arm comes under the right. Bend the knees and then the left leg crosses over the right. And let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale down. And one more. Inhale. Exhale down, unwind the arms, uncross the legs. Excellent. All right. 2 moving balance poses. So the first one is the palm tree, which is my least favorite, so I get that one out of the way first. All right, so that one, couple of options with this one. You can just come up on the toes, you can come up arms and toes, or you can do one at a time, or some version of that. So that's the idea. If it's too much on the feet to come up, you can just do the arms. And if it's too much for the arms, you can just do the feet. And you can always use your chair too if you want to do one arm and the toes. All right, let's go. Here we go. So we're going to inhale coming up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. And maybe one or two more. I don't know if that was two. I think it was two. Do one more. Awesome. All right. So my second, the second one is our Karate Kid flying crane. This one I like better, but you might like the first one. All right. So that one is arms come up and one knee comes up, everything down, and then the opposite. Okay. So you can go one side and then do the other side. Just do it evenly, but I like to go opposites. So, all right, here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And let's do one more each side. Beautiful. All right. I always feel like I'm running out of time, but we're going to get sun salutation in today. And what I'm going to do is at the chair first. And then if you want to stay doing it at the chair, do it at the chair. If you want to do it to the floor, that's an option. Okay, so chair first. Let's see. Trying to see if I can get it on camera and for you guys to see too. And that should work. Okay, so I'm going to face this way. So I'm kind of at your side. So then you can see what I'm doing. That makes sense. So if you want to use a chair, have all four legs on your mat. And then I'm going to face this way as we're doing it. So you guys can all see sort of. And if you want to do it to the floor, I'm going to be doing the same things that we usually do. You can just go all the way down. All right? Okay, so let's start probably torso distance back from the chair, hands at the heart. Gonna inhale, hands come down, arms come up. Exhale, arms out to the side, forward fold. Hands can come to the chair or down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. You can bring your hands all the way down and then step back into down dog, or if you're at the chair, hands on the chair, hips come up. And then we're going to come into a plank. And you have the option of an upward facing dog in the chair or on the floor. And then hips are going to come back up. to downward facing dog. And then you can step the feet up or walk the hands back. And then we'll come into the half sun salutation. So we're gonna inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms out to the side, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, push in with the feet all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, did that work? Yeah, sort of. Okay, now we're gonna do it on the floor. If you wanna stay at the chair, we'll do the same things, but you can stay at the chair. Does that make sense? Okay. I'll move the chair out of the way and come up this way. All right, here we go. So inhale. Exhale, arms out to the side, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands down to the mat, or you keep them on your chair. You can step back into downward facing dog. And then let's come into our plank. You can come down to the knees if you're on the floor, or if you're in your chair looking up into upward facing dog. Flip the toes, downward facing dog. And then stepping back up, either hands to feet or feet to hands into our forward fold. And then arms out to the side, inhale, coming up, and let's do a half sun salutation. So inhale, exhale, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, arms out to the side, inhale, coming all the way up, palms together, exhale, hands to heart. All right, one more of your choice. So you can do it at the chair or on the floor. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to the mat. If you're going to the floor, step back into downward facing dog. Coming into our plank. And if you're on the floor, you can come into upward facing dog with knees down, looking up, or at your chair, you can look up. Flip the toes, downward facing dog. And then we're going to step the feet back up to the hands or walk the hands back, coming into our forward fold. And let's finish with our half sun salutation. We'll come all the way up, hands to the heart. And here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Palms together, exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. All right, let's come into our mountain pose. Take a couple breaths here. And let's find the collarbones and the sternum. Collarbones up, sternum down. Hip points towards each other. Hyoid bone back and up. Excellent. All right, let's come into our warrior one, and then we'll come back down onto the floor. All right, so stepping back a little bit. If you have your chair on your mat, you can move it off to the side. Okay, so turn that left foot out, step that right foot forward. And let's warm up the knee a little bit here. So we're gonna inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. Excellent. Bend that leg, push off, and step it back. All right, other side. Turn that right foot out, step that left foot forward. Gonna inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Nice, and then bend that knee, push off, and step it back. All right, let's do the arms, and I'm gonna do all three. Hands to heart, cactus arms, arms straight up. We did that one tonight. You can pick one of those three and do that the whole time, or mix and match, however you want to do it, or do what I'm doing. All right, so let's start with right foot forward. And then we're going to inhale, hands to heart, bend the knee. Exhale back. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale back. Third one, inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale back. Couple more rounds. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale. Inhale, arms come straight up. Exhale back. One more round. Inhale. Cactus arms, and arms straight up. Excellent. Bend that leg and step it back. All right, second side. Right foot out, left foot forward. Same thing on this side. Inhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale. Round two. Inhale. Cactus arms. Arms straight up. Beautiful. And one more round. Inhale. Cactus. And last one. Beautiful. Bend that leg, step it back. All right. So let's make our way down to the floor. If you want to come into a squat, or just come and sit down on the floor. And then whenever you're ready, if you're in a squat, come and sit gracefully, or as ungracefully. All right, so let's come into a twist here. So I'm gonna start with bending my right foot, right knee, left leg is out straight. Another option for this, if you want to make this a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can cross this right leg over. I like this one. I feel like I have more room on my back body. But if you like this one, go for it. So we're going to take an inhale with this left arm up. On the exhale, it can come in front or on the outside of that right leg. Right hand comes behind the spine. We're going to push in with that right hand, lifting up on an inhale. On the exhale, pull the belly button in, turn and look towards that right shoulder. Take a full breath here. And then inhale, exhale back to center. We'll switch legs, right leg out, left leg bent. You can cross it over, keep it straight. You're going to inhale this right arm up. On the exhale, you can bring it in front or on the outside of that left. Left hand comes behind the spine, push in, lifting, inhale. On the exhale, turning and looking towards that left shoulder. Take a full breath here. One more inhale. On the exhale, back to center. Nice. All right, both legs out. Let's come into a forward fold. So you can always keep a little bend in the knees. Whenever you do that, if you have tight hamstrings, it's a little bit softening in the knees helps. All right, so let's inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, we're hinging at the hips, folding forward wherever the hands come to, bring them to the floor or the shins. And let's take 3 breaths here. So we're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lift. And then on this exhale, fold, you can drop the chin towards the chest and round the spine down. When you're ready to come out, we're going to extend the arms forward. Inhale, push in with the legs, arms come up. Exhale, and release. All right, let's bring the feet to the top of the mat, bend the knees, and hands to the knees, and let's roll down onto the microphone, onto your back. And let's come into our Apanasana, our wind relieving pose. So feet point up towards or toes point up towards the ceiling, hands on the knees. We're going to exhale, knees come in. Inhale, release. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, release. Excellent. All right, so for our next one, we're going to do L's and B's, which is legs come up, bend the knees, and then each time the legs come out into a V, and they get wider each time. All right, so let's start with knees bent, hands on knees. Exhale, knees come in. On the inhale, arms come up overhead, feet come up towards the ceiling. So we look like an L. We're going to exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. On our next inhale, the legs are going to open up a little bit wider. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. And each time inhale, open, legs can come out wider. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, open into a bigger V if comfortable. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. And we'll go one more. Big V. Exhale, bend the knees, and let's work our way back in. Inhale, skinnier V. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. Inhale to the last V. Exhale. And then this one, we're going to inhale into our L so the legs are closer together. Arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. And then 3 Apanasanas. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale. And one more. Bringing the feet down to the mat. Extend both legs all the way straight out. And let's do our palm tree arms here. So we're going to inhale, arms come up overhead. If that's uncomfortable to come all the way up, exhale, arms come back down. You can go to cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. And the other option is snow angel arms. Back of the hand on the floor. Inhale, arms coming up. Hands towards the crown of the head or as far as is comfortable. On the exhale, arms come back down by your side. Inhale, any of those 3. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms back down by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, back. We'll do one more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back. Second time, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Let's finish with our palm flips here. Palms face the floor. We're going to inhale, lift the thumbs up, rolling over the pinky so the palm faces up. Exhale, back to the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. open. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And now let's get ready for our relaxation pose. If you have a chair close and you want to use your chair, you're welcome to do that. Bring your legs up on the chair. A blanket under the head. A blanket over you if it's chilly. I'm going to do a full body relaxation, walking down the body, relaxing each part as we go. Starting with the toes. Relax the toes, the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, and the heels. Release the ankles. Relax the calves and shins. Release the knees and the space behind the knees. Relax the thighs. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Release the wrists, hands, fingers, and palms. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Release the jaw. Let the tongue be heavy and fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes be heavy and fall to the back of the head. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Roll your head side to side. When you're ready, add with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. When you're ready, and again with an inhale, using your upper arm to push up to a comfortable seated position. To bring breath back into the body and find us safely on our way, let's finish with sun breath number 2. So arms come out, inhale, exhale, hands back together. Let's do that 3 times. Ready, here we go. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come together, back to the heart as we go forth on this beautiful, gorgeous summer day. Let's go forth with kindness, compassion, and gratitude, not just for others, but especially for ourselves. If you'd like, we bow and say namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, guys.